Welcome to Caribbean Insight. We have an explosion of Caribbean videos lined up for you. Tonight, you'll be experiencing international artists displaying the cultural rhythms of soca, calypso, reggae, dancehall, and salsa. So relax, and let's take a ride down the Caribbean.
Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, please check Caribbean inside.
I am Ras Shorty-Eye. I am a scientist, a musical scientist. I invented soca so that Caribbean people could have something to identify with wherever they go, any part of the world.
Welcome to another edition of Caribbean Insight, the show that keeps you, the viewers, abreast of the music that was born in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and fostered throughout the Caribbean. On this edition of Caribbean Insight, I'm here with a brother who has been the Young Kings of 1992, a yearly performer and entertainer at the Review Tent in Trinidad and Tobago, one who I must say receives the most anchors. The public love him and they always want to hear him. He continues to entertain us with his humorous, but yet very serious calypsos. Ladies and gentlemen, Caribbean Insight is proud to present Mr. Eric Taylor, known in the calypso business as the Pink Panther. I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
Okay. Before we go anywhere, why and how did the AKA Pink Panther, how did that come about?
This cartoon came out, Pink Panther. Mm-hmm. And as children, we all was hooked into that. And the Pink Panther, as you know, is a very quiet character, mm-hmm. but yet mischievous. So I don't know, that maybe that is why my schoolmates, you know, they started to call me Pink Panther. Because I tall, and already used to be up to a lot of mischief, but no sort of noise and so on. So that name stick with me. They call me Pink Panther. So when I started to sing calypso, they say, you have to have a name beside your real name. I said, me I like the Lord this and the mighty that, no? So let me stick with the Pink Panther, and the name stay.
He was always a quiet riot.
Quiet riot.
A quiet riot. Let the public get a little insight as to whereabout in TNT you're from, and how did your calypso journey all began?
Well, I from a place called Sangre Grande. Mm-hmm. That is more on the eastern side of Trinidad, you know. Is a kind of agricultural district. Country area, you know, mm-hmm. as they say, mm-hmm. you know. And I went to school there, and in school, they used to have calypso competition for the students. And the people in my class always pushed me to go and represent the class because I was into poems, you know.
Good. Mm-hmm.
I was into poems and love poems. Because them girls, I shy, you know. I don't know how to tell them girls that I like them and things. So I used to write little poem for them and give them. You know. So they know me as a poet in the class, okay. Especially the girls. So when carnival time come and calypso time come, they say, well, Pink Panther, make a song and represent the class. And so I started to get into this, you know,
right,
the calypso business.
The writing skill was always there.
Well, I was writing skill, and it was a love business.
Well, at least it had to be working somehow because you was passing it on to the girls.
What?
After you leave school now, you kept on entering competitions, and Young Kings was one of the competitions that you entered, and you won the competition in 1992.
In '76, I left school. Well, I didn't leave school, I had to leave school. I passed all my subject and thing, you know. Uh-huh. And I could have gone to, what do you call it? E-level and so on. I have all O-levels, you know, I was bright, you know.
Good.
You're not boasting, but I was bright.
You was bright?
Yeah, but I come from poor parents, poor family. So from the time I get them subject, they say, boy, you have to find a who. I have to help out. That's the first child.
Sure.
The first of 6 children. So I couldn't play. I go in and study A-level and all these things. I had to bring some money in the house.
Right.
So I started to work and so on. And they had competition in Sangre Grande. So I can't compete in the school because I go into school again. So I love this Calypso so much. I go in and sing in Sangre Grande competition. And you know who was the Calypso king at that time? Scrunter at Sangre Grande. Scrunter was the Calypso king at Sangre Grande.
This is what year we talking about here, 70.
Well, that could be 79.
That's 79, right, okay.
And he was a big boy because he started singing Kitchener tent. And he he's the king of Sangre Grande. So, in other words, he is showing off, but he's a big boy.
Right.
So when they had the competition in Sangre Grande 79, everybody thought that he taken advantage. Nobody could beat him because he's Scrunter.
Right.
Well, I tell you, I had 2 songs there. When I sing the first one, they say, Scrunter boy, you're in trouble. And that year, I won the Sangre Grande Calypso competition, and Scrunter came second. So he said, boy, this cutters I get here, you want to come with me in town, yes? And he carried me in town.
Scrunter is the man who take you to the city.
Yes. He carried me to Kitchener. He said, Kitchener, I bring a young champion for you. And Kitchener take me over up to this day, you know?
Yeah.
I under Kitchener wings, you know?
Under Kitchener wings.
Yes.
We are continuing here on Caribbean Insight with the Pink Panther, the man who from his school days has been known to be a quiet riot and continues to be that way if it's fair for me to say that. Who has been grooved under the Scrunter and led to perform at the Review Tent under Lord Kitchener for the past, we should say, 17 years. But before we go too far, let's let you, the audience, listen and view Mr. Pink Panther with one from his archives.
Not too long ago I could remember I sang a calypso about Pamela. Man, I mash up the tongue, I had a nice season. They love the pecan about Pam Nicholson. Now the same people who used to be me anchor, now they want to eat sugar aloes raw. Well, if that is the case, justice must be done. If you can't sing about one, well, don't sing about none. So all those things I said about Pamela, all those things I said about her bladder, I am sorry. Sorry. For going and tell the nation how she pee she bed at the Hilton, I am sorry. Sorry. For when I see how they want to kill Aloes for calling Omar in his calypso, when I sang about Pam Nicholson, them same people didn't say nothing. Boy, them things open my eyes. My error I realize. So Pamela, I humbly apologize. Kitchener sang sugar boom boom Audrey. I didn't hear no comments from anybody. No women's group, no organization. Not a soul came out to defend Audrey as a woman. Them radio station, both AM and FM, they used to jam sugar boom boom like it was the anthem. They used to play the calypso word for word. But now they want to ban bottom in the road.
apologize.
Living up at sentence, I never hear him complain about no disturbance. At no time at all, not even carnival. When right or wrong, they must endless bet and bacchanal. Soca music blasting right in front the bedroom. Yet he never send and tell them to tune down the volume. But just recently at Hotel Normandy, I hear the boss send a police to cool down the party. So Mr. and Mrs. Manning, for that noise we used to be making, I am sorry.
Sorry.
For disturbing you from sleeping all them wee hours of the morning, I am sorry.
Sorry.
The first from completing his calypso, according to one diplomat, like they didn't want him to sing that. Boy, them things open my eyes, my error I realize. So Patrick,
I humbly apologize.
Greetings, my name is David Rudder.
I am Mavis John.
yo, this is KMC.
I'm Nicole Graves.
Hey, this is Ronnie. This is Ronnie McIntosh.
Hi, it's Brother Resistance.
I am Ras Shorty-Eyed.
I make sure that I watch Caribbean Inside.
And so should you.
Caribbean Inside really is dynamite. Caribbean Inside really super was spite. Caribbean Inside enjoy day or night. Caribbean Inside really is dynamite.
Again, as I say, Panther, a good one. You hit hard, very hard when you sing your songs, but your blows are often, very easy. Is that your secret to getting along in this calypso business for the past years?
Yes.
It is.
It is. Because it starts from the girls, I tell you. You can't tell the girls you love them directly. You got to say other things, but you mean you love them.
Right.
So that it starts from the genesis was from there. You can't be raw. And calypso, everything is an art,
Right.
and you can't be direct in the art. You have to leave something up to the imagination of the people and so on.
Good. I'm gonna take you back to Scrunter when you left Sandy Grande, the year that you won the competition in Sandy Grande. That was
79.
79.
Yes.
And Scrunter, after putting a good beating on him, decided to take you to Tug. Did you go straight to Kitchener, you said? Straight to the review
He
tent?
took me to Kitchener, yes.
Straight to Kitchener. Good. Now we're talking about like 17 years ago. We're going back here now to the review tent. What was it like for you as a young guy going to meet up with the big guys in town?
But that was out of this world, That is all you live for as a young calypsonian. You're hoping one day you could sing in a calypso tent. And Kitchener Calypso tent is the biggest tent in Trinidad, And fellas usually start in a small tent like the government tent, which is CDC at the time.
Right.
So I go in and start in a big tent with Kitchener. So that was a big achievement to ranking shoulders with Kitchener and Scrunter and Crazy and Lord Melody and Deceased Melody was something else.
Okay. You talk about Melody and Crazy. Crazy is still there in the tent.
Yes.
Today. Kitch is still there. But tell us about some of the guys who were there 17 years ago that maybe now we don't see in the tent.
Oh, well, let me see. We used to bring people from Antigua to sing in the tent. So we had Swallow there. And we had a guy named King Obstinate.
I remember Obstinate.
Yeah, but he's sick now, He had a stroke. He had a stroke.
Which one of the islands Obstinate was from?
Antigua.
He was from Antigua too?
Yes.
Right.
And what does I tell you, crazy? The organizer, he was always there. Poser was there. Well, he's not there now. Poser was there. And well, Denise Plummer, she wasn't there when I started. The woman that we had in the tent was a woman named Calypso Princess.
Good.
You know, I think she was the only woman singing in the tent. No. She and a lady named Singing Diane.
Good, I remember Singing Diane. Singing Diane.
Yes. There were the two ladies in the tent. And Musa was there as well. Was a nice side. Calypso Prince. He's still singing Calypso Prince.
Yeah, Prince still there.
Yes, Prince still there. And we had an Indian singer named Hindu Prince. He was there as well. You know? And the MC was Lord Melody. Lord Melody was the MC. Deceased Lord Melody. He was the MC at that time.
Who was some of your mentors? You know, some of the older guys that went before that you really admired and maybe had adopted some of their styles or some of the things from them. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I need to go back and tell you that my genesis into this thing had nothing to do with no mentor.
Right, okay.
My thing had to do with the girls. You see a girl, you like a girl, you can't talk, you have to write.
Okay.
You know? And you have nothing to do with no Calypso mentor.
Good.
But when I come into the Calypso thing and I meet Scrunta and so on, the person I really look up to was Kitchener.
Kitch.
That is the person that really, you know, I get some motivation from Kitchener. And this fella that died, I saw some of his tapes. They call him Spoiler.
Mighty Spoiler.
Mighty Spoiler.
Good.
Those are the Calypsonians that I really will get encouragement from.
One of the guys who inspired you to keep on doing the work that you do. And we know he is, as we should say, the Grandmaster Calypso. We have to give him his props. Give him his props. But as you were on your way coming up, you was also entering other competitions, like the Young King competition.
Yes.
Let us hear a little bit about your time during that Young King era.
Well, the Young King competition is a big thing, you know, for the young Calypsonians. Although they had some old people in it calling themselves Young King, but that's another story. But I started in that in 1988 as a finalist in the Young Kings and so on. 88, 89. Every year I used to be a finalist. But it wasn't until 1992 that I won that competition, boy. And the song that I won that competition with was Why I Changed to Blue. Remember all them years I was Pink Panther?
Right.
You know? And I always dress in pink attire.
Right.
So anytime they announce me, I come on with turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up.
Okay.
And with the pink clothes.
Right.
So in 92 when they announced me, I come on in a blue suit. So that alone, people was, what Pink Panther doing in blue? And the name of the song was Why I Changed to Blue. Let me give you a taste.
Right.
Never had no time did I ever think that a man like me would have done with pink. Never ever had no time did I ever think I would have the cause to do away with pink. Well, when we hear this, friends, you're bound to ball. I used to sleep in pink pajamas and all. So just sit back, let me explain to you what it is what really caused me to change to blue. When I hear Pam Nicholson on the television saying all kind of things about Trinidadian. Well, if you see Pam like she going mad, but talking the people of Trinidad. But if it's one thing I know, with all the dread we dread, Trinidadian woman doesn't pee their bed. So just, now these things may not mean nothing to you, but it's them kind of thing make me change to blue. Well, that was nice. I won the competition with that. You know? And the next year, because that NJAC is an organization, they keep the young king. Eh?
Oh, okay.
They host that competition. And when people started about talk me, you know, they say how I shouldn't sing about Pam Nicholson and so on, how she pee she bed and so on. So the next year, I make a song about that. I say because, you know, because I sing about she walk over on me. and she give me blind. Okay. So I come out of that with like Stevie Wonder, with a dark shades and a walking stick. And I say I can't see.
You can't see.
I can't see. That was the song.
Okay. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight to the videotape and watch while you listen to Pink Panther with his rendition of A Can't See, the story of a man gone blind.
These eyes of mine were so very blind. Well, I never thought I would now be blind. The finest print was easy for me. Now I have lost my vision entirely. It looked as though I was too hardy. I should have never seen about Miss Nicholson. Just because I said she's a fishy bed, like she went and walked over there on the bed. Look what Pamela did to me. I mean, she could have dealt with me differently. I didn't mind she take me to court. That would have been a better result. She rather swallow than watchman and take me straight to the old man. Too much and misery and pain. Not me and Miss Nicholson again. South by a man, the one who does help out California. I told him my sight is well terrible, and I would like to know what's responsible. Well, the man took me inside a room and started beating with a 48 broom. He beat me from my head right down to my toe, and then he said, somebody hand you into the door. Look what a little become did to me. Now my whole life is in misery. They used to call George Chambers Johnsy. They used to say how Eric Jeffy. They sing about Eddie Stag and how he had so ball. But like you can't sing about Pamela at all. Too much and misery and pain. Me and Miss Nicholson again. Well, everybody did love this song. If you hear the crowd, how they used to roar, every night was encore after encore. Especially when I reached to the painting, they used to shout out, sing, Panther, sing. And true with me, I keep coming back. I didn't know I would have ended up like Palmana. Look how easy I lose my eye. Now I'm feeling to apologize. But it is one thing that I can tell, is that I have sure lost my lesson well. So you could give me a dread or rock your tone. Once you just feel you're dead, I am not consoled. take an operation. So they took me down by a Chinese man. They say that he's the best surgeon in the land. But this Chinese man they call Dr. Ling. Like somebody tell him a win young king. But when I ask him how much for the operation, he turned and he tell me 30,000. Will someone cure me of my blindness? Oh Lord, what the hell is this? For even this girlfriend of mine, she started giving me a 6 for a 9. Just because she knows that I cannot see. She the pass when she's sweet man in production. They don't blow me mind, like they don't have no respect for the blind. Imagine a born in a rich party, a woman come asking me to dance the donkey. When I decide to swallow me pride, I conjure myself and I start to ride. When she see me walking foot, she said don't be fast, Panda look like you in the real drama. Partners right, just come and find me out for a little drive. And anywhere we go, I could surely tell. All that I have to do is to smell. If I smell pitch, I in Radway. If I smell cement, I in Blackstand there. But when I smell saltfish, I just say stop please. I want to say good evening to the young lady. Cricket the other night, rather on the bow and a field right. Then suddenly I heard a big uproar, like he breaking by my neighbor next door. Well, my neighbor run out in the yard, bawling peep peep like she going mad. But when the police come and you hear the shout, she say it was the umpire she talking about.
My name is Gypsy.
My name is Barry Simon. This is the messenger. Nobody touch the dial now.
Glenn Washington says so.
Caribbean Insight. Depths.
Caribbean inside. Caribbean inside. Caribbean inside. Please check Caribbean inside.
I know the public had to like it just as much as I did. But I want to talk about, that was the first time I really saw you perform. And to be truthful, I thought that you were really blind. Because I said to myself, wait a minute, we have a Stevie Wonder here in the Calypso World Boy, because the act was so perfect. And then spun along, now make it look like you really was helpless and you couldn't see which part you was going. Plus, the people loved it. They keep calling for more and more. You tend to demand that. The calypsos that you sing, let me confirm this, you write all your songs, do you?
Of all
your songs.
Everyone.
Your writing style, the way you write and perform your music is very tasteful and skillful. You often talk about serious things, present them in a humorous way. How do you go about that?
Well, again, it's back to the guilds. You see, sometimes you like more than one girl in the same class. So when you write, there is you give Jenny a poem, you can't give Sandra the same poem. You follow?
Yes.
Because how we go look here? Because women like to talk, you know.
Of course, Jenny will show Sandra Chion.
They're born that way. You all born that way. So when you give Jenny a poem, she go in and show out to friend. This is what Eric give me. So if Jenny get the poem and she shows Sandra, I get the same thing, then you will lose points because you're telling all the girls the same thing. So from that, you have to be creative.
Right.
And you know, and coming into the Calypso and so on, and performing in Kitchener tent. Remember, in Kitchener tent, it have singers like Sugar Aloes and Crow Crow.
Which are some of the best in the business we talking about, right?
And they sing political commentaries.
Right.
And I love to sing political commentaries. So I had to find a way to say the same thing that they sing and be accepted.
Good.
You know?
Good.
So that is kind of guide me in writing the composition. You want to sing about Pandey, yes, but Aloes go sing about Pandey, you're sure. Crow go sing about Pandey, you know that. So how you go sing about Pandey and be accepted on the same program?
Right, without it being redundant and boring.
That's right.
Good.
So this is where you have to try your best to be original. And if you look at Crow and Aloes over the years and myself, you see that we all have that way of saying the same thing in a different way.
In a different way. Most of your songs that you sing, you really hit below the belt. As again, you as I say, you pack some powerful blows, and most of the songs are on prominent nationals, mostly politicians, your favorite friends, you know. And some of your peers, your fellow calypsonians who, as you say, sing the same kinds of serious calypsos about these guys, have been getting squeezed by the present government and the people who are in charge. We know that. But how do you get by? Is that your secret?
Well, it's not a secret. And this is what Calypso is. And I want people to know that Calypso is an art. And if you could come on a stage and sing something raw, then you might as well make a speech. You know?
Right.
Calypso is not about a speech. It's about taking an idea and putting it into a song with rhyme and so on. It's an art. So maybe the fact that I get away, well, I get away completely. But they can't take me off the radio and thing because legally, my compositions really offending nobody. When you read between the lines, you go feel offended.
Right.
But the songs, it could be accepted.
Yes.
Legally.
Yes.
You know?
I agree with you. It's soft on the air, even though it's hitting very hard.
And they laugh.
Very.
They laugh.
You're famous for making calypsos that, as people say, people laugh till the belly bust. You make them cry. You make them cry and you keep them calling for more.
I like that.
But you also keep the public aware and conscious of a lot of things that are happening within the nation or on an international scene, and you do it with humor. Before we go too far, let's go to one of your videotapes and let the public again hear something that I think they're gonna love. Sit back, relax, and continue to enjoy the music of the Pink Panther while we go to the archives and listen to a good one, Misprint.
School books cost me $1 set. And you know them crooks make $1 set of errors. To get school books you talk about horrors. And you know them crooks make $1 set of errors. Errors in the back, errors in the front. Them people so slack they print what they want. And stupid me before I take a hint. I went and give them make I so to print. I say Pandey run in the country well. They put Pandey give in the us try. They put Riza Muhammad as lie. I say Morgan Job is very great. They put Morgan Job is illiterate. But cross my heart, I never say so. They misprint me Calypso. They used to check your spelling and grammar. Boy, them people didn't used to make Skylab. They used to check from full stop down to question mark. They didn't have no word processors, no computers and no editors, no technicolor, just black and white. But everything used to be right. Imagine I say Wade Mark job is huge. You know they put Wade Mark is a stooge. I say Ramesh wasting no time. They put Ramesh encouraging crime. I say Sat Maharaj is very special. They put Sat Maharaj is very racial. But cross my heart, I never say so. They misprint me Calypso. Strange enough, they had no objection. The $60 where I did give them, you know they give me back without any problem. The only thing between me and you, like they just print their own money too. So your boy was in trouble still. I get $2 $30 bill. Imagine I say Theodore likes to fuss. You know they put Theodore likes to cuss. I say Ralph is a debonair dan. They put Ralph is a Makume man. I say Sudu is overqualified. They put Ken Sudu never applied. But cross my heart, I never say so. They misprint me Calypso. What it is what really caused this fiasco. Well, up to now, I just still ask myself, how come them books reach on top the shelf? Well, no sense you asking Mr. Nanan. He never have no explanation. Anytime they ask him for a statement, all he does tell them is no comment. Imagine I say Pandey likes to think. You know they put Pandey likes to drink. I say Clinton don't like to get vexed. They put Clinton likes a lot of sex. I say that Honda Civic is fine. They put that Honda Civic is mine. But cross my heart, I never say so. They misprint me Calypso.
I'm the Lord Kitchen.
This is Rootsman.
This is Sanel Dempster.
My name is Winston Bailey, better known as Shadow.
This is Calypsonian Squeezy.
I watch no other but Caribbean Inside.
Caribbean Inside.
really is dynamite. Caribbean inside, really super, was spite. Caribbean inside, enjoy day or night. Caribbean inside, really is dynamite.
I mean, I'm still laughing, and I know most of John Public is doing the same thing.
That is something else, right?
Again, good story and song. Rendered well, written well, and performed fantastically. Again, hitting under the belt, saying things that you wanted, that you can't just say on raw.
I didn't say so.
But you didn't say so.
No, they misprint the Calypso.
They misprint the Calypso.
Yeah.
But yet this misprint thing was a serious issue in Trinidad.
Yes, yes.
Fill us in on that.
But you're saying that not serious alone? Listen, girl. Imagine you buy books for your children costing thousands of dollars, school books, and when they go to school, the book's wrong.
Right.
It's a very serious thing. The books that the children go to school with, they had mistakes in them. One maths book had 6 and 6 equal 14.
Yes, it was a real scandal.
I'm not a scandal. It hurt poor people because after they make the sacrifice to buy the books for the children, the book was wrong.
So how did they solve that problem? What was done? Did the government take part in this to try to rectify the situation?
They're rectifying. Up to now, they're rectifying anything.
So school books still say 6 and 6 is 14?
No, but they corrected. But what I say, the parents never get no redress to say, well, compensation or anything. You know?
They just had to take it like that.
You take it just like that.
Again.
Very sad.
Very sad. Again, we continue as we talk with Pink Panther to be enlightened of the role of the Calypsonian. His role is not just to entertain, but to make you, the viewer, aware of what's going on, even though he does it in a humorous way. The Calypsonian continues in the African diaspora of the Groits to fill us in on stories and song, and this is what Panther is famous for. Panther, you were one of the guys. I remember Gypsy had done a number on Little Black Boy. It was a very controversial calypso. We knew that. But in fact, it painted a true picture of what's happening. The truth is sometimes very hard for us to accept. But you came back and did like an answer to it with when you did the song, The Truth About Little Black Boy. What made you write that song?
Well, I write from my heart. You know, that was a song directly from the heart. Because I took great offense to Gypsy's Calypso.
Okay.
You know? Because I have children, and I'm going to tell you something. I highlight the positives in the children.
Sure.
You know? Anytime you go to highlight negatives, you are doing no good, you know. You might think you're doing a good, but you are doing no good. And when Gypsy sang about Little Black Boy, go to school and learn, show some concern, education is the key. That hurt me because I know little black boys have excelled.
Right.
In every sphere of life, little black boys have excelled. Don't mind now they wanted to shoot them down like what happened. I see what happened here in America with this boy.
Diallo.
Yes.
Okay, so right.
that hurt. But it's time that the black man realize that the days of Martin Luther and all these things, it's time we stop being a victim and hold our rightful space in life as God put us here. We are a man like anybody else. But people, they always like to pull down the black boy and show you the bad things about him. The coke and the dope and the this and the that. Show them the positive side of the black boy, and the black boy have a lot of positive side.
Sure.
And those of us black boys that are coming up, we need something to look up to. And when we highlight the negatives, I felt bad about Gypsy's song. Gypsy's my brother Calypsonian, yes. And he won the crown with it.
Yes.
Because the people in Trinidad they hate black people in.
So like, that song was right up the alley.
Yeah, they love that song.
Right, right.
Just like they love singing Sandra's song, they say about with ghetto crying and so on. You know, any song that pulling down black people, they love that. And there are so many things that black people do so nice and good that we could, you know, expatiate
and talk about. But maybe you can't get the crown with that.
But forget the crown.
Thought about that. I mean, at the end of the platform, everybody's singing for the crown.
That crown ain't worth nothing.
Well, you might say them worth nothing.
It worth nothing.
Yeah. If you can sing what you want to sing, and you have to, you know, probably take a special side.
Ask Sugar alone if the crown worth anything. The crown ain't worth anything. You know? And people we just sell out ourselves for a little thing, but that is nothing. Because let me tell you something. You know why I make that song, The Truth About the Black Boy? Is because my daughter called, she brother, this is my son. She tell him something he do. She see a little black boy, and he start to cry. And I realized then the effect that this kind of lyrics having on my children, and not my children alone.
Right.
On all little black boys and girls coming up, that there's nothing.
Right.
You know, I'm getting kind of emotional about it because I'm fed up with it. What do you call it? The fellow in South Africa, Mandela, he was in prison. Well, he come out.
Right.
And he's the president now.
Right.
It's time we start to get a move on as black people. And for years we go keeping the Malcolm X and the Martin Luther and we suppress and we oppress. Let us rise. It's time we rise. Gypsy song wasn't a song for us to rise. So I had to correct him, boy.
You had to correct him?
I had to correct him.
Okay. And what better person to correct him than, hey, fellow Calypsonian? And that's what Calypso is all about. And it was good to know that he could present his idea and you could present yours, and yet you guys work on the same stage. But before we go too far, let's let you, the audience, get a taste of the truth about Little Black Boy by the Pink Panther.
These little black boys invented the pan. Great Calypso legends like Beginner, Lord Invader and Mighty Destroyer, Growler, Tiger, Spoiler, to name a few. These Calypsonians were little black boys too. Ivan McWilliams and the legendary George Bailey. These black boys produce some of the best mass in this country. So all who like to associate black with coke and toting and crack, I beg you stop this senseless attack and get off the black boy back. Some people like they does enjoy pulling down the little black boy. They'll use the slightest opportunity to make him feel like he's nobody. This black boy that, this black boy this. Black boy ain't have no head for business. They just put love in front, but what they really want is to make him feel insignificant. Is why I just want them to remember Tubal, Uriah, Buzz Butler. That little black boy struggled day and night, so that friends today workers could have rights. And then today I am who I am, thanks to that black boy, Dr. William. That little black boy, we must understand, is the undisputed father of Robinson, that little black boy from Castara. Today he's the president, may him recover. So all who like to associate black with cocaine, toting and crack, I beg you stop this senseless attack and get off the black boy back. I don't want you to get me wrong. Personally, I love this song, but it must not be used as part of a scheme to assault the little black boy's self-esteem. Cause I remember some years ago, Pretender told us in Calypso, God made us all and in him we trust. Nobody in this world is better than us, like they never hear about Winnie, Fred Atwell, Beryl, Mac, Bunny, Penny and Giselle, Margaret King, Audrey Jeffers and Jean-Pierre. These little black girls have all done their share. Montreal 1976, a black boy brought us gold at the Olympics. Hazley Crawford brought us so much fame. Today our national stadium carries his name. Lara Bishop, York, Stafford, Dillon and Ado Bolden. These black boys continue to bring us worldwide attention. So all who like to associate black with cocaine, toting and crack, I beg you stop this senseless attack and get off the black boy back. A certain part in your song, you ask the little black boy to look around and see all who is doctor, who is lawyer and who is banker, as though the black boy have no degree, like he never go university, as though his intellectual capacity is strictly consistent with URP, like they never hear about CLR James, one of our top intellectual names, Dr. J.D. Elder and Earl of Bliss, Bosco Holder and Sidney Francis, Undine Giuseppe and Cyril Neptune, the Ricky Tiki Man, Barnabas Fortune, Lord Larry Constantine and Sylvan Bowles. These little black boys are our heroes. If I should sing about all the great little black boys that I know, I will never ever finish singing this calypso. So all who like to associate black with cocaine, toting and crack, I beg you stop this senseless attack and get off the black boy back.
This is Shalane Hendrickson Thomas.
It's me again, the Ivan.
Hi, I'm John T.
Hi, my name is Kevin King.
This is Ramraji Prabhu.
Keep tuning in. It's the best Caribbean soca program right on, and it's happening. Love you. Stay away from drugs. Love up the soca.
Caribbean inside. Caribbean inside. Caribbean inside.
Look down on me, Lord. Yes, it's me, Captain Griffith. I have a little problem, and I want you to solve it. You see, just recently the brigadier put me to work by the fox, and cause me and his daughter got friendly, they're trying to put our love on the rocks. So every night before I go to sleep, I pray the Lord his daughter I can keep. Let us show the whole of TNT what is real unity. And if this should happen, I'm sure I will be his best son-in-law. And if the Lord should answer my prayer, we'll give them a brand new grandchild this year. This is my prayer, yeah, a captain's prayer. So, oh my dear, prepare to be a nanny this year. Looks so sweet, you know? Look down on me, Lord. You know how I love me curry, kachori and polori, hot paratha roti, the kuchila, the anchar, the bara, even the chana with aloo. So if I can get me killer to chunky me supper, Lord, what I'm going to do? So every night before I go to sleep, I pray the Lord his daughter I can keep. Let us show the whole of TNT what is real unity. And if this should happen, I'm sure I will be his best son-in-law. And if the Lord should